not sure why that pylon explodes, because KSL is so awesome, probably. I don't know. I just figured out there was a pylon in our intro video.
I did not see it.
Yeah,
I'm just going to
you gotta look really hard.
You know where else pylons explode?
in real life. No,
in the last series.
Well, also, so I think last season of KSL was mostly Protoss players. This season, it's mostly Zerg players. And we still have the struggle of Terran. We only have 4 Terran players, and one of them is coming up next. It's a guy named Ample. Now, we each thought of word association for what Ample could be used to describe.
I don't think we should say yours.
But okay. But in this case, it might not describe his chances for making it out of this group, because he is a super underdog, a player who kind of peaked after the previous era of Brood War. He played in a lot of Sonic Star Leagues, which was kind of the predecessor, kind of the holdover tournament in between when everybody's winning $1 million and being badass back in 2000 whatevers and now. So basically you had these series of tournaments called the Sonic Star League, and Ample was a guy that placed top 3, top 4 in almost every one of them. So good. And then once everybody started coming back and practicing and all the pros returned, he kind of fell off a little bit. And he hasn't qualified for a tournament since ASL Season 2 or 3, so it's been a while. But
that was
he's
ample
here.
Information on Ample.
That's right.
That was a lot of info.
There you go. I had to at least make something to describe him with his name. Well, the other thing about his name is that it's not his real name.
Okay.
No.
It's another name changer, isn't he?
The name that he went by when he was winning all these tournaments was Sashin. And we got a video to talk about it.
기뻤고요. 5판 3선 준비할 자신이 있어서 잘할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 사람들이 이제 오프라인에서는 앞에서 지켜봐 주시니까 오히려 더 잘하고 싶다는 그런 생각이 들어서 게임이 잘 될 때가 있는 것 같아요. 온라인이든 오프라인이든. 드라마의 태양 사신기가 한참 뜰 때여서 거기에 그냥 사신만 앞에 붙여서 쓴 사신 테란이거든요. 사람들이 이제 짧게 부르다 보니까 사태라고 더 많이 불리게 되고 있는 것 같아요. 아무래도 예상은 하고 나왔고요. 저평가 받는 거에 비해서는 성적이 항상 어느 정도 나왔어갖고 저를 무시한 상대방들이랑 붙었으면 더 좋겠네요. 일반적으로 토스전 잘하고 저그전 못하는 테란은 유명한데 최근에는 또 저그전 많이 올라오고 있어서 저막 또 이번 대회를 통해서 탈피하고 싶고요. 테란 4명 중에 가장 이제 약소 가장 약하게 평가받고 있는데 그 중에서 이제 가장 높게 올라가도록 하겠습니다. 화이팅!
한 시즌 쉬고 돌아온 태풍저그 이영환입니다. 첫 시즌 때 좀 기대에 좀 만족스러운 성적을 내지 못하고 떨어졌었고, 두 번째 시즌 또한 예선 탈락을 했었어가지고 이번 세 번째 시즌 때는 조금 욕심을 많이 내서 잘해보고자 하는 생각으로 이번 대회에 임했습니다. 굉장히 원하는 대로 조가 잘 짜졌어요. 사실 처음에 장윤철 선수랑 한돌 선수가 있었을 때는 한돌 선수도 저저전 잘하는 친구고 윤철이한테도 제가 한번 다연제를 패배했었기 때문에 그렇게 꺼려지지는 않았었는데, 마지막에 제 손으로 뽑은 김태형 선수가 합류하면서 쉬운 조가 된 것 같아서 저는 굉장히 만족스럽습니다. 경기하시는 걸 많이 봤었는데 확실히 메카닉이라든지 중장기전, 경기 운영 능력은 굉장히 괜찮으신 편이긴 한데 아무래도 공식전 오프라인 대회가 처음이기도 하고 경험이 부족하다는 부분, 저는 경험이 많다는 부분을 적극적으로 활용하면은 그렇게 어려운 상대는 아닐 것 같아요. 맵도 다양하고 기존에 사용하는 투혼이나 서킷 이외에도 새로 생긴 레더 맵들이 많기 때문에 신맵에서 가장 큰 기량과 역량을 발휘하는 게 저라고 생각하거든요. 마침 신맵으로 이루어지는 첫 번째 대회이기 때문에 제 스스로도 좀 기대를 많이 하고 있어요. 첫 번째 목표는 16강 통과를 무조건 잡고 있고, 만약에 16강만 통과할 수 있다면 4강 결승까지는 기량이나 판짝이면 충분히 가능할 거라고 생각합니다.
I'm really glad they talked about their nicknames there. I didn't realize that Sashin's name got shortened. In case you don't know Sashin, it means god of death or reaper in Korean. So if you put some X's and underscores in front and back, that's kind of what he was going for there. But he does go by Ample now, so I'll try to call him Ample. And Shine, of course, goes by Shines or Mr. Bag of Builds.
Yeah, he did mention his builds at the end. He's like, with the right builds.
Oh, this guy has so many builds. He's been building builds since before builds were built.
He'd be a great coach.
Oh, well, he is actually one of the guys that does help out the non-Korean scene quite a bit as well. I think Eon Zerg's talked to him before. He's coached Cadenzi a lot in some of these offline tournaments, and is kind of just a fount of knowledge for any possible way that you can make something weird happen in Brood War.
That excites me.
All right, well, it should show you that there's a lot of possibilities there, but I don't know what's possible for Ample.
See, because he's asking for the lights to go down. He's like, hey.
He's like, I noticed that there are lights on in the
They're like,
studio.
we can't do that.
Can you fix that? Can you just turn all the lights? Can we have a sleepover here in KSL? Well, if you look at his results, back in ASL Season 2 and 3, those were basically the last time we saw this guy do anything. He's been playing in online tournaments, and he does stream on Afrika TV, but he's not extremely active when it comes to qualifying offline. So it's exciting to see him here, and it's also exciting to see Shine, because we haven't seen him offline in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I think every time I've casted Shine, he just does some crazy thing that I have no idea what's going on. And, you know, it's always really entertaining. Even if he loses, it's really entertaining.
I think that's one thing that you can say about Shine guaranteed, is that no matter what, you're going to have a good time. Your opponent, maybe not, because it does get a little bit crazy. This guy is going for like one hatch lurker. He's going for like spontaneous drops in your main. There's all kinds of craziness that Shine can come up with. And it's versus Terrans. And Shine, I think kind of his claim to fame was making it to a finals against Flash, where he tried in a best-of-5 offline in a massive stage to go for weird builds.
Right.
And none of them worked because Flash is a god, but he was close.
He tried. He tried. They were really interesting builds, though. I'm very interested to see how it plays out. I think Ample does not have as much screen time as Shine, like you said.
Yeah, for sure.
And
this is his first offline tournament, I want to say, aside from like SSLs that we're not counting.
So. I mean, yeah, with Shine being a crazy player, and then you also have the pressure of playing on stage for one of your first ever times, this is going to be really, really hard for him. But I hope for like a proper, you know, advancement as the underdog. I always root for the underdog, so.
Yeah, if you have to pick an underdog for this entire tournament, I think Ample is by far the player that you look at as maybe not belonging here. But he does belong here because
he did qualify.
He qualified.
It's very hard to do that.
His bracket wasn't insanely difficult, but I do want to say that if you can make it here, regardless of how you get here, you at least got a few tries, right? And if he can win either this match or the next one, we'll find out if he can make it any further. So starting things off here in game number 1 of our second series of the day. This is Ample, our Terran player in the bottom right-hand corner, and in the upper left, in the red, is our Zerg player Shine.
Yes, let's see how he plays. It's how he decides to shine this game. I don't know where I was going with that, but
boy.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We got our one terrible pun out of the way.
We did.
We're moving on. Shine's Korean name, one letter off from Flash's name, so close, but no cigar. I really do hope that you know.
Could you imagine if it was the same? How sad that would be. Every time somebody Googles you.
Well, that's the thing is like there's other boxers, there's other Flashes. Like that's not the weirdest Korean name, but okay, sick extractor trick. I see you.
He's already doing some fancy stuff.
I mean, it's not. The thing about extractor tricks is like it's not the craziest thing, but it does allow you to go for something weird. Now, one of the things that this does is it allows you to get that extra little you know, drone that you wouldn't be able to. But with this drone scout coming out across the map, is he proxy hatching?
I don't know what the plan is here.
I'm guessing that's what it's for. Either.
Well, he hasn't built anything yet.
All right, we're showing that the kid won a headset. Sick. All right, I actually want to see what's happening on the mini-map. Like, yeah, I'm happy for you, kid, but, like, there's
I hear a drone attacking. I just assume that Shine's won the game already with that drone.
I think the game is basically over at this point. Didn't we already see that sign before?
What if it's the same sign?
Oh, Iyong Han. So that's using the letters from Shine's name.
Oh, my God.
And that's Han Do Yor. So
there's a lot of signs. I'm having a sign overload
So
here.
he's basically taking the players' names and making anagrams off of them.
Right.
But I can't really read enough of that.
Okay, well, while we were gone, he did build a hatchery.
So I think he was trying to gas steal with that or just harass with I don't know.
Yeah, he's just taking his hatch.
But he is going to be super annoying, and it's really rare to see this from Zerg because every drone's mining time is precious. Oh, but I guess he's going to like try to delay the wall off from coming?
Yeah, it's also Shine, so you might be scared there's just going to be like 8 Lings randomly running or something.
Well, that's the thing. Behind this, he has gone for hatch gas pool. I think that's the order in which they were built. Otherwise, I'm just totally crazy. But he is trying to stop that worker.
Might get it.
Well, that's the thing about having a ranged auto attack as a worker. It's pretty good.
And Marina's out here. He's going to shoot this drone away. Interesting. I mean, we're already off to a very interesting start.
Yeah, for sure. You're not going to see that from another Zerg player this tournament. I almost guarantee it. That's the first Marine is going to be super scary, and then Zerglings come out and it has to run away.
Yeah, already have a full vision of the fact that nothing too crazy is happening here. He's got a hatchery on the low ground, so it can't be anything insane.
Yeah, and you're going to see all of this, but what's not going to be seen is the second barracks being built back in the main. I guess this is not incredibly drastic information.
Already have a lair on the way, and it gets scouted as well. And that's a scary lair, though, because it's a Shine lair.
It's a Shine lair. It's on 2 bases, and for Ample, he's doing a barracks expand here. So there's a couple of ways that you can go for that. But the biggest thing is it's not 1-1-1, so there's not going to be a super high tech out pretty quickly.
So close. It's a couple hits off. Academy already on the way.
Yep. All this is basically Ample playing cookie cutter, kind of. But you do still have to be a little bit wary, especially when you're playing against Shine, like we said.
This is where you pull out Effort's 2-base Defiler build.
Oh my god, get me away from that. That is
so sick.
That is a proper meme.
So sick. Okay. 3 hatch.
Yep. I mean, I wouldn't say that anything is extremely out of the ordinary, but every time I watch Shine play, I just hold my breath because it's coming.
Could be like a 300 IQ hatchery too, though.
Well, at this point, I'm like, okay, why aren't you just expanding to like a hidden base somewhere that nobody would expect? And I'm guessing we are going to see actually like some pretty heavy Muta play from him.
Yeah, looks like a 2-base Muta so far, but we'll see what happens, where this goes.
Yeah, 2 base, but 3 hatch specifically, and that's going to give you 9 Mutas right off the bat instead of just 6 like you get from 2 hatch. It's a little bit later, but not extremely. The idea is that you're trying to hit with enough Mutas to be super scary. The problem is that some Terrans will push you before this really kicks in, and try to bust your Sunkens like we saw yesterday.
This should force 2 Sunks right away. I promise you he's building 2 Sunks at home right now.
That's what those should be,
Look at that, okay. So, he scans the Sunks.
Yep. You want to know what's coming, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot to stop this bio from getting there. He's going to try to use Zerglings in this choke point to pick off a couple of Marines. Wow, that is...
Yeah, just buying some time, too. So that Sunks get out for sure.
The other thing is that it split the bio ball. It's going to rejoin here at the bridges, but like all you got to buy are milliseconds.
Yeah, Sunks should finish in time now.
Yeah, if you can hit the Sunkens before they're built, that is exactly what you're looking for. But
yeah, so they're probably just going to turn around.
Yep.
There's probably nothing you can really do here.
This is pretty much mission accomplished, and what you want to do is kind of like maybe put 1 Marine forward or 1 medic forward and see if the larvae have morphed at the natural, because that gives you the timing on the Mutas coming out.
Right.
Evo chamber, that's not actually built for an Evo chamber. It's just
he just stimmed 1 Marine back.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like this. Putting the medics up front.
Oh, but he targeted the Evo chamber. Wow, that's mission accomplished there. The Sunkens are going down though. The cancel on the Evo chamber right before it was built, because obviously you don't want it there. It's just.
If he can jump on top of these Mutas too.
Oh, okay, but they flew away instead of just standing there and dying.
Still, this is a pretty bad spot. No Sunks here. He's going to use his Muta control here.
I actually think this is worse for Ample because he knows he's going to lose these Marines, and the worst part is losing the medics. Because if you can save the medics, that's great because they're useful in your next bio ball. But he's actually just going to lose everything, and he didn't really kill anything but a couple of Sunkens.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't a huge deal. I mean, the bio wasn't really going to do much, but I guess it can't snowball the same now.
Yeah, you're absolutely supposed to see the Sunkens, check the larva, and then piece the scene. But he tried to go for a bust.
I think if that was like even a little bit faster, where the Mutas are popping and you're on top of that hatchery, you kill 3 Mutas, it's a totally different game. You know?
But Ample doesn't really have anything. His forces are not ample, as you might say. There's a couple of turrets out here, but I actually think that Shine can take this out if he micros well enough.
Well, he should. If these were Modesty Mutas, this game would already be over.
Well, either way, it's extremely scary, and especially if he finds a foothold here in the main, I definitely think there's some room for
a lot of Mutas.
Terrible, terrible damage. Oh no, there's only 1 missile turret protecting that mineral line.
Ooh, nice repair. Oh, it's going to get it.
Yeah,
nice.
3rd time's the charm. Ooh, lose a Muta! Yes! goes down to 7, but there should be a few more on the way, maybe.
Looks like he's going to take that top right base here.
Okay, so Shine plays a way different style than Modesty, obviously, at this point. Shine wants to go up to a higher tech, he wants to drone, he wants to play an actual game. Whereas if this were Modesty, we'd see 9 more mutas coming out.
Possibly, yeah. I still feel like this has been pretty standard so far. I kind of feel like it's very comparable to Modesty, actually.
I was a little bit worried that Ample wouldn't have enough to hold on there at home, but he did have turrets up in time, so you have to check off all of these boxes for do you get to keep playing this game. And turrets being up in time is one of those.
So we do have a Hydrogen on the way. A little bit of a deviation already from Modesty's play.
Oh, for sure, and I think it's only going to get more deviant, or less deviant, depending on how you want to look at that. But Shine is going to be going for lurkers to help hold, to get other bases up on the other side of the map.
Yep. And we have a Queen's Nest 2 on the way.
Yeah, we're going up to Hive. So lurkers into Dark Swarm should kind of be the way that we play this out.
Right.
And a lot of times people stereotype Shine as being this really weird, strange player, but I think against a player like Sashin, he might just say, well, let me just play standardly. That's good enough. And taking out a couple of these turrets in the back of the natural will give him a foothold.
No. Yeah, this is really, really annoying.
Well, how are you going to stop that?
Still aren't really reacting to this yet.
Yeah, I mean, they can't really. How are you going to put them all the way back there? It's a really tight choke point. And the Refinery actually kind of hurts the Marines' defensive ability.
Ample's actually moving out now.
He's got +1, but look at the mutas.
Yeah, these mutas can do a lot of damage.
Crucially,
oh, the medics are not actually here.
Yeah, there's no medics here. Oh my god, if he kills those medics, that's terrible. He should absolutely just micro these medics down. 1, 2. He should maybe even dive on those. Maybe not that greedy.
Not, yeah, but that was pretty good.
Yeah, there's 1 medic for like 2 control groups of Marines.
Turrets do finish. He will get pushed away from the spot at least.
That's not the distribution you want.
Yeah, this has been a pretty good, game for Shine so far.
Yeah, not really feeling a ton of pressure. He's probably going to bring Lings and mutas at the same time. Look at how squishy those Marines are without medics. Carapace as well. Oh, Shine.
Oh, and the Lings are here, yep.
You hate to see him do it to him.
Here comes our Hive. Yeah, Shine's in a great position, by the way.
Well, I mean, what do you do as Ample, right? I mean,
it's really hard. This is.
It's not that his macro's like bad, but he's lost like 2, 3, 4 control groups of Marines, and you just can't do that against a player on Shine's level.
Yeah, Shine's playing really, really well.
I think Sashin might be, seeing the God of Death himself a little bit here pretty soon. The mutas are going to keep him back in his base for basically forever. Yeah. Plenty of time for Shine to get this base
Starting up his 2 ports, but yeah.
That is a little behind schedule.
He's got our lurkers on the way. It just feels so great if you're Shine. You just have
the Filer round? Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, what do you even do about that? I mean, Ample has no units that deal damage under Dark Swarm.
Yeah,
so
you really just need to not die if you're Shine, and it's just not going to happen. I mean, he might even die.
He as in Ample.
Yeah,
okay.
Ample might even die. Not Shine. Shine's definitely not dying.
Yeah, Shine is about the most not dead I've ever seen.
It looks like he's bringing his lurkers across the map. We might see some kind of push here.
Well, you could also hold position them in that choke point in the middle of the map, or just use them to hold or break ramps. Even these mutas can probably just kill all of this.
Look at these mutas.
There's no irradiate, by the way. I just thought I'd point that out. That vessel, totally useless. I mean, I guess it scouts the lurkers.
Yeah, I can see the lurkers. But you're not pushing across the ramp into lurkers anyways, so.
Or are you?
Here comes our irradiates.
Okay, no, you're not. I mean, the irradiates, it should be pointed out, are on the lurkers, not on the mutas. So that means that they get to still be mutas for a little bit longer.
Shine's just building more drones up too. This is gonna be really bad for him. Okay.
Oh, that's all. Oh, I thought it was hold position, but I guess that wouldn't make sense. Oh, there's a chance for the Dream Spine there. You know, if a lurker dies while it's shooting a spine, it does double damage.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So randomly,
in StarCraft 2, if the lurker dies when it's shooting its spine, the spine gets canceled.
What?
Yep.
It's the opposite of how good it is here.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's kind of a weird bug that you might see happen when Marines go in for a lurker bust. Randomly, they all just die, and it's like, oh well, sick. I'm so happy that exists. Trying to scourge the science vessels. Oh,
yeah, there's so much energy left on these science vessels though, because they had to use the irradiates on the lurkers earlier.
I mean, you got to do it to break out across the ramp, but...
yeah, he is broken out now, but I feel like by the time we get there, there's just going to be defilers.
Ooh, a physics lab on the way. We're going to see some BCs, but this is still 2-base Terran, right? Like, you got to get out there sooner or later.
2-base BC Terran.
Tastes
I'm ready.
cheesy. Well, I mean, regardless.
Oh my god, that is so many lurkers.
Yep, and this is it. Does he? Yeah.
Oh, he already has a Defiler out. This is not happening.
Nope. Yeah, he does have Dark Swarm, and that's really all you need. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
He could even Plague too. Just get more energy and Plague.
Oh my god.
Bio is so squishy to Plague.
He's got Nidus networks up, macro hatches on the way.
Yeah, he's just playing an amazing game.
I mean, Ample, he's doing about the only thing that he can do. He's going up to Tech. Yamato goes through Dark Swarm if you want to use it that way.
Yeah. He has broken out at least. He's not being contained. There's a third CC on the way. Okay. Irradiates are going down. Oh, that's a lot of juicy drones here.
Oh.
He's not actually killing much, but okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, this is the Chernobyl of StarCraft.
I'm so glad
the drones are just like, why are my fingernails peeling off? Well, nope, you're going to die.
Yeah.
That is a super dead drone line. So finally, Ample getting out there and getting damage, right? You got to credit where credit is due.
Yeah, it actually doesn't feel as bad as it did earlier. Okay, that
feels pretty bad.
That was pretty bad, yeah. And the third base is getting harassed too.
That's also pretty bad. All right, well.
Never mind. Throw what I was just saying. It didn't feel too bad until everything went bad.
I mean, Shine's like, congratulations, sick dude. You killed some drones. I'm going to kill your expansion. I'm going to kill your science vessels. Now, as long as he doesn't die back at home to this next push, and with Dark Swarm he won't.
He's not going to die,
yeah. Yeah, there's basically no way to break this.
Oh, he lost every Muta?
What?
Okay.
Okay, that's not...
Yeah, that was pretty good for Ample.
Let me check the script here. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. It's a little bit of improv.
There's a BC here.
Yeah.
Nice
Plague on...
Actually, I missed a lot of the medics.
Yeah.
So it's okay, we can heal these back up.
Well, the big thing is it's going to drain the medic energy, so they won't be quite as effective in the future.
Right, but I mean, we're just chilling. There's nothing too crazy going on.
Are we chilling?
We are definitely chilling.
I don't know.
I actually don't mind Ample's position, okay? I really don't. There's battle cruisers on the way. There's a third base coming up. He's getting his drops. He's on the map. That's a big thing, right? Like, he's not being, you know, pushed into a corner where he can't really expand or anything. Feels like he's in an okay spot right now. There's nothing crazy going on. The battle cruisers are out.
Yeah.
If he can break this, that would be great, but obviously... Oh.
Oh.
This is the one unit that doesn't really care that much about Scourge.
Yeah, I think it takes 6 Scourge to kill a battle cruiser, but you're going to lose some Scourge because they get one shot. So
yeah, you're
going to need some reinforcements there.
That battle cruiser on the like the middle left. Look at. Oh my God.
There's supposed to be Dark Swarm there.
And that battle cruiser's dead.
Yep. So he loses one battle cruiser. The other one's going to die to double spores.
Yeah.
That's also not how that's supposed to happen. So.
Oh my God, are those vessels plagued?
I believe they are. He's just going to start to mass plague here.
Is that a drop? Okay, here we go.
Indeed it is.
Firebat there, though.
Ample has some more things to worry about. He's going to lose his third base if he's not careful. And sure, there's a drop coming in, but there should be Defilers back at home to defend.
It's so far not a bad defense, though. I mean, the third base didn't really get harassed that much. He's totally fine. He did lose a lot of BCs for no real reason.
And those are expensive on a 2-base economy, but this third base is the only thing that matters for Ample. If that goes down, he basically loses the game.
What is this Firebat squad doing out here?
Yeah, there's no science vessels. Those are dead.
Actually, there's nothing here? Okay, wait, he's got...
Okay, yeah, he does have a Defiler. It's the only thing you need.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he might try to stim through the Dark Swarm.
Wait. Does he doesn't see this. Oh wait, he can snipe down a lot of this tech right here.
Yeah,
there's a sunk, but I think he can actually get the Defiler mount here.
I mean, Dark Swarm does not protect buildings, so you actually are going to lose everything. I mean, there's one...
Oh my God. Is he going to get the Ultra Scavenger too?
This is such a huge drop. I cannot believe how effective
he can actually get the Hive too. Where's their stuff? Okay, we're starting to mobilize our army up here.
Yeah, I mean, there's Zerglings coming back to hold on a little bit, but even with these Dark Swarms...
You can actually pick this up now. There's not much anti-air here.
Yeah, Shine is basically back in the Stone Age
Oh, he's actually dropping more.
Another
This
plague.
is great. He's going to get he got the spawning pool. Okay.
Can Shine actually build units at this point?
I don't think he can. He can
build
units. There's no
you can build
Ultra
Hydras, but that's the last thing you want to build versus Bio.
Look at all these Lings are shuffling in and just dying.
Yeah,
this is really, really good for Ample, by the way.
Wow.
If you guys didn't already know, this is amazing.
Yeah, surprise. This is actually crazy good.
Oh my God, he's really spending so much to just clear this. There is one lurker, or a couple lurkers here that aren't going to die.
Yeah, thankfully he killed that science vessel, so the lurkers should clear everything up. But this is like, oh my God, this is so much damage.
That paid for itself 100 times over.
1-1 Zerg versus 2-2 Bio.
The only thing would have been better is if he got the Hive.
I mean,
because then the tech would have just been reset. Wow, that is a lot of Firebats.
So it's a lot of Firebats. Firebats are a little bit tankier, so they work a little bit better if you want to run into lurkers.
That Firebat dies, I'm going to be really sad. Oh my God, 2 HP. What are we doing? Hello?
Are they really on move command?
Oh my god, he's move commanding his entire army.
Okay, thankfully, he figured out how to attack move.
Yeah.
Pro gamer, by the way. But the reason for all these fire bats is because they work under Dark Swarm. And so, basically, he's trying to circumvent the only thing that's keeping Shine alive.
Did we see the dropships die, by the way?
Yes, they got scourged.
Okay. I was gonna say,
he might have one
dropships
left.
Are still alive. He can actually go for it again.
All right, here we go. A lot of
nice plague on that. I mean, these fire bats are just going to go down so fast. It's not really going to do anything. All the fire bats are out.
Hydra's
like,
under
what,
Dark
3
Swarm.
more? The fire bats are doing stuff. They're not dead yet. He morphs them into lurkers so they don't just die. That's nice.
I mean, that's one way to do it. Lurkers, of course, infinitely better under Dark Swarm than Hydras are.
Well, I mean, the eggs just have more armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so like when you morph them, they just don't die immediately. Okay, lurkers are popping. There's actually nothing really here. There's no defilers anymore. He has a...
Is he really going to micro down these lurkers?
He should be able to kill these lurkers.
This is it.
Okay, there's
one... my god.
Wait, look at all these dropships.
Is Sashin doing it? Ample.
I think he is. I mean, economically speaking, he's like a lot ahead. There's really far ahead here. He's going to go for another drop, too.
He's also taking a 4th base in the bottom left-hand corner. So even if this drop doesn't do it...
This drop's going to do it. There's nothing here.
Oh my god.
He can push the front and drop at the same time. Oh, there's nothing here.
I mean, there's a few
oh
lings,
my god,
but
all
look
the lings are just going down. There's nothing here.
All right.
Restated. Defiler's going to die. There's 2 lurkers here. He's going to be pushing from the middle, too. This game is over.
The Terran Soul Train. We're just rolling out across the map. There's way too much on the ground.
Keep scanning. He can clear this, though. He can clear the Ultra Den. The natural is getting ravaged right now. GG is called Shine. Taps out to Ample.
Damn. All right.
Look at that smile. He's feeling great.
It's like, that's why I named myself God of Death, guys. I'm so cool. I win the games.
Yeah. I mean, as your first real performance on a stage, to beat someone like Shine would be amazing if he actually goes through fully. He'd be in a great spot for the rest of this tournament.
That would be very, very surprising. I mean, obviously, he's good enough to qualify, so you might expect some surprises.
This game was actually just straight up, though, you know? Nothing particularly well until the drop. Like, he was on the back foot almost the entire game.
For sure.
Until the drops came down.
Well, the drops happened, but also Shine lost all of his mutas trying to kill that third base.
But
and if you have mutas out, you can't just fly dropships around everywhere.
Yes, that's true. But I mean, eventually the muta count will get dwindled down.
I mean, either that happens or they keep killing off big bio balls like what they were doing all game long.
I don't know. I just didn't feel like he was in a great spot until he finally pushed out onto the map. And then I felt like he was getting more like control of the game. He was taking his third base. He was adding on his production. He had his 2-port up. Like, everything felt really comfortable. And then the drops like did an insane amount of damage.
I can't believe how much damage those drops
great.
did. That basically won them the game. We are going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with game number 2 here in a second. What's your bet? No regret.
I have nothing. I don't know. I hope Shine brings out some crazy things.
I hope so too.
Because it feels like that's where he does well. So, yeah.
Well, okay. So we saw that the extractor trick into drone harass, which is not something you see all the time.
That was just Shine being cute.
That's a nice little like I can do cool build.
Yep.
But it's going to take a little bit more than that to play against Sashin, apparently, who is really here to play. I don't know. I had no idea what to expect from Ample. I think he is our least experienced player. We'll see if he can do it in game 2 after this.
뮤탈로 압박, 너 털에 빠가. 그리고 나는 이제 드론을 적당히 채워주면서 한 번 맞고. 그리고 하나하나 유기적으로 움직이는 것이 와, 수영 선수 진짜 오늘.
자, 이제 이재동 타임입니다.
컨트롤 좋아요.
자, 컨트롤로 잡아야 내기까지 속수무책.
저 팩토리 보면은 더욱더 행복해지죠.
그렇죠.
팩이 왜 이렇게 느려?
예.
네.
와, 끊어서 지금 몇 개예요?
이거 정면병력 이렇게 잡히면 압박을 하나도 줄 수가 없기 때문에.
아니, 위에 다 잡혔어요.
이재 선수도 뭐 이거 저글링까지 들어오면서
예.
압박을 지금 많이 잡고요.
자, 정리 아니 그러면서 올라오는.
여기서 홀드콘. 와, 컨트롤 진짜
완전 좋아요, 이재동.
그냥 상황이 다르죠. 이재동 선수 지금 자원도 많이 먹어.
자, 들어가요.
들어가요.
와, 이 아래 가려져 있었거든요. 오버드로 앞에.
네. 어떻게 찍을 수도 없고 몇 개인지도 모르게.
들어가고 있는 병력은 3시 쪽.
와,
울트라.
아이요.
와.
네, 이제
두바이 저거 답니다.
네, 이제부터는 진짜 그냥 달려나가면 태어나자마자 4위업이에요.
와.
저게 바로 슈퍼카거든요. 지금 저거
그렇죠,
그렇죠.
엔진이 달라요.
네.
자, 이제 와 쏟아진다 울트라.
여기서 배슬 정리해 주면서
네.
배슬이라도 살려야 돼요. 네. 배슬이라도.
울트라 와 저글링과 함께.
이쪽이 본진 지역 쪽에도 탱크가 막 6기, 7기 한 부대 정도는 이렇게 쌓여서 울트라리스크를 녹여줄 수가 있어야 되는데
네.
저기 투팩에 있는 거 저기 다 인구수 전체적으로는 지금 상황에서는 도움이 하나도 안 돼요.
네.
저거 빼고 봐야 되는 그런 상황이거든요.
그렇죠.
이 싸움에서. 이거 11시
와 많아요.
네, 보기도 전에 끝날 것 같은데요.
야,
GG.
7시에 이재동 선수고 11시에 김근창 선수입니다.
이걸 게이트를 상대 위치나 이런 부분에 있어서는 괜찮은 거예요. 네, 이게 게이트 원 게이트 멀티 압박하면서 근데 이것은 이제 정말 극한의 질러 컨트롤을 할 줄 알아야 되고요. 근데 질러 컨트롤만 잘해서 되는 게 아니라 센스가 이거는 거의 다예요. 그 질럿의 위치와 상대방의 움직임을 맞추는 움직임 이게 상당히 어려운 거죠. 6링 찍었다는 정보를 봐야 되는데 프로브가 어딜 가나요? 왜 화가 났어요?
예.
이러면 큰일 나니까. 최장거리로 돌아가기.
야, 봤어요.
이재동 선수는 어차피 여기서 1질럿 하나이기 때문에 후속적으로 찍는 저글링으로도 무시하고 충분히 질럿 막아내죠.
네. 자, 타격이 있을 수밖에 없는 상황이고요.
네, 이거 대획이에요. 파일럿.
이거 그냥 깨집니다.
질럿 하나는 쓸데없이 괜히 보내는 꼴이 됐어요.
같이 막아줬어야 되는데.
쌈싸 먹혔죠?
네. 와, 이거 완전. GG.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. You can see our players there. One's a little happier than the other. Shine got a little bit cute early on, but Ample with that crazy drop just killed everything.
Yeah, he just played a solid game. I'm really happy to see that it was his first game really on a stage too. Like, he's feeling good. He's feeling in the zone. He's got the momentum behind him. Hopefully he can do it.
Let's look at our map. Coliseum. It was banned, I think, for most of yesterday. This map is about 11 years old, and it's still around because it's pretty standard. You might imagine if it's named Coliseum, most of the fighting happens in the middle. But actually, there's a lot of cute ways to exploit the high ground because it's low ground mains, and that means that if you can get an aggressive advantage, a lot of times it's kind of easy to snowball it.
Yeah, interesting that there's creep there too, so the Zerg player kind of has some defensive abilities with the...
Dude, if there's any Zerg player that's going to exploit that, you can absolutely sunken rush that. So, I don't know if that's the kind of builds that Shine has, but let's find out what's in store. All right, game number 2. Ample, kind of surprisingly, up 1 game. You know, I never knew what to expect, but I mean, Shine, he's got a deep bag of builds. He's not. Don't do it to him.
6 or 5 pool?
Yeah, this is the less common way to do it for sure. But
ready. You think it's gonna be 5 pool spine?
Oh my God.
Or sunken rather?
I mean, that would truly be the big build. The biggest of the brain builds.
It actually makes sense, right?
I mean, it's one way to do it. The only problem is that if you build it there, it's a little bit slow, but certainly Sachin is not going to expect this. It looks like Shine's... it's Shine's father cheering for him in the audience. Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. Awesome.
Shine's 5 pulling. His dad's got to be so proud.
It's like, I always knew
if this was my son, I'd be so
pooler.
proud. One day, son, you're going to grow up and be the best 5 pooler ever.
Nice. Making his dad proud. All right, well, let's see how it goes. At least for now, Ample has no idea. And I don't think he's going to until Shine kind of pulls the trigger on the down and dirtiest build you could possibly do.
Yeah, I mean, there's no wall here. He is sending a drone just to probably make sure that there's... He's going to send it across first. That's good. I think he's sending it across.
Yeah, because you still don't know where you're supposed to go.
No, he's sending close. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The Overlord should see the fact that the Terran player is spawning in the top left, and you can send his links there. I don't think we'll see a sunk. My mind would be actually blown if I saw a sunk. But, yeah.
Doing a nice extractor trick.
It's going to get out 8 links.
Yeah. So you extract your trick to get the 7th and 8th Ling out. He scouts south, knows they're not there.
He's sending them cross right now. I don't know if the Overlord actually see it in time. He might lose some time here sending it across.
He's going to see the SCV, I think, and then turn the Lings up. Wow.
Okay, so he's going to lose some time here. He can't send it directly across, but it's going to actually, it's taking a long time.
Oh, he's guessing wrong, but now he's going to have to turn around.
Okay, he does see it.
Lose some time, but more importantly, only the drone is scouted.
Ample just saw 2 drones. Okay, he has to know something's up, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay, immediately sending the SCV out, building a bunker.
Yep,
it's way too late, my dude.
Wait, no,
what?
He didn't turn the Lings around.
He did, though. So what's going on? Did he misread this?
That is so crazy. Yeah, the Lings absolutely should be hitting the bunker right now, but instead the bunker's going to finish.
There's a Sunken.
Yeah, the Sunken is going to come up here.
There's only 1 Marine in here, though. He could definitely get on top of this bunker right away, gets on top of it. The
how good is repair, though? How good is
repair? It's not good enough.
Not
only 1
good
Marine
enough.
in here.
Oh, he kills the Marine, too. SCVs are pretty good as well, though. So Terrence, if he loses this
lose another Marine.
Oh, no. That
Sunken is going to get taken out, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you have no Marines at this point.
GG. Oh my god.
Damn. I love that look on his face. He's like, really? Really?
Shine made some mistakes. I like where the build was going, but it clearly didn't get lucky with the scouting.
Yeah, for sure. If he had guessed right on where to send his Lings, they would have hit like
much
4 or 5
faster,
seconds earlier. And those are just like the only seconds you need. Because also he wouldn't have gotten them scouted. The preparation, the bunker wouldn't have been up maybe even at all.
I really like the supply depot positioning and the reacts positioning too. Like it wasn't close enough that the Sunken could ever hit it if it even finished. Bunker timing was really good. Everything went really well for Ample.
Well, I mean,
he's up 2-0 too right now.
I feel sad for Shine because I wanted to watch a cool strategy work, but then on the other side, the forces of morality and justice prevail, and we don't have a down and dirty sunken rushing
5-point
cheeser
sunken rusher.
On the only map that you can do that stupid strategy with the sunken rush. I mean, like I don't know what you want to say. I think in the end, it could have gone either way if you had guessed right.
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to the spawning locations. Even if it was cross, it would have been even worse too. So he didn't have the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
it was like the second worst because the drone went straight down. Yeah. That would have been the best case, obviously, if he was just there. But yeah, there's nothing you can really do about that, honestly.
Well, yikes! What do you do at this point if you're going into game 3? You're juggling all these creative bags of builds, but then you keep dropping them.
You get out like the Wheel of Fortune spinner. You just spin it, see what it lands on, and we go with it.
Okay. Maybe he'll go to the spinner of builds next.
Yeah, because he played a really standard game the first game.
Yep. Well, we're going to have to take a quick break to coalesce all this info. When we get back, we'll have game number 3 in just a minute, so don't go anywhere. Nailed it.
위치한 박지혁 선수고 11시에 위치한 배병호 선수입니다.
피해가 너무 크면 안 돼요.
네.
일단 컨트롤 배병호 선수도 나쁘진 않은데 결국 깨지면 안 되거든요.
그렇죠.
자,
이거는 막을 수 있어요. 천천히 막을 수 있어요.
드론이 한 3기, 4기 잡힌 것 같은데 네, 이 정도면 일단 스포 운영으로 따라갈 만하긴 해요. 뮤탈리스크가 나와도 하나씩 나오면서 다 찝혀죽거든요. 예, 그렇게 되면 결국 이 박지혁 선수의 뮤탈리스크 한 번을 막을 수가 없어요.
스쿼지 하나가 다 제대로 박혀야 돼요.
네. 스쿼지 잘 박긴 했는데
나쁘지 않았는데 진짜 잘 박혔는데.
근데 그렇다고 치기에는 타격이 너무 많아요.
네, 맞아요. 숫자 차이가 나다 보니까 이거 힘들어졌습니다.
굉장히 많은 저글링 수적으로 열세인데요.
밀려요. 배병호 밀려요.
배병호 밀려요.
그냥 밀리죠.
수적인 열세. 자, 이 뮤탈리스크 활용도 그렇죠. 나중에 들어갈 수 있어요.
스포 깨버리고.
스포 깨면 그대로 들어가고.
GG.
한두열 선수와 김윤환 선수의 저그 대 저그전이고.
지금 저글링 돌리는 거는 아주 좋은 플레이거든요.
이거를 빠르게 못 받고 이러면 김윤환 선수가 한 번에 당황을 하는데 그리고 돌아올 수도 이미 없어요. 그냥 앞마다 가야 돼요, 김윤환 선수도.
자, 이동하는 병력 확인했어요, 김윤환. 자, 올라가요.
서로 못 빼요.
이 서로 못 뺐습니다.
이제는 막 뮤탈 어떻게든 나와서 이거 뭐 버텨야 되는 상황인 거고요.
그렇죠.
스파이어부터 뮤탈리스크 싸움으로 갈 수도 있기 때문에
그러니까
스파이어 깨고
본인은 스파이어 깨지기 전에 뮤탈 면적 하나가 더 찍어놓게 되면 이길 수 있으니까.
그렇죠. 우와! 자, 스파이어 깨졌고요. 자, 뮤탈리스크 나왔습니다. 이제 방어를 해야 되는 양쪽 팀.
그렇죠.
양쪽 선수.
서로가 뭐 다 털리는데 이쪽은 이미 뮤탈리 쪽 여러 개를 먼저 찍어놓은 상황이라서 본진은 지금 있는.
이 걷어내는데 승부가 걸렸어요.
야, 게다가 가스를 다 써서 스쿼드가 지금 뮤탈 3기.
엘리.
마지막 아니에요?
마지막인가요?
드론
여기 있네요.
여기 하나. 오.
자, 이거 컨트롤로 스컬 다 잡아야
다음
되고요.
스쿼지 잡아야 되는데 컨트롤 피해 없어야 되고. 위험했어요. 체력 없어. 그냥 가자.
더 이상은 안 되겠다.
예.
자, 스커지 컨트롤 봐야
신의
돼요.
스커지 컨트롤.
이거
스쿼지.
영혼을 담아야 돼. 영혼.
먼저 한 대 맞았어. 한 대
이러면 안 돼요.
맞았어. 스쿼지
스커지 지금 끝이에요.
자, 스쿼지 2개.
자,
자, 스쿼지. 하나가.
좋아요,
너무 좋아.
한 대.
야, 도망가라.
안 돼요.
어려워요.
안 돼요.
그 체력이 달린 뮤탈리스까지 잡힙니다. 이렇게 김윤환 선수가 지지를 받아냈습니다. 지지. 지금 보시는 진영은 한두열 선수. 김윤환 선수. 못볼 뻔했어. 야,
드론?
와,
야, 이거를 끝내겠다.
빌드 먹혔어요.
와,
한두열.
관심법 아닙니까 이 정도면?
새로운 브레인이에요.
이거 작정하고 성큰까지.
네, 왔어요. 대동했죠.
네,
드론 밀치기 해야죠. 토스전에 쓰던 거.
그렇죠.
옛날에.
해야죠.
드론 밀치기.
드론 밀치기.
왔어요. 컷 나올 수도 있어요 이거. 이거.
오히려 저글링 밀치기.
네. 웰컴. 자, 혹시 모르니까.
혹시 모르니까 안전하게.
지지.
지지.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to KSL Season 3. Are we living in the upside down? Is this part of Stranger Things?
He's just bag of builds. His builds are just not coming out.
There's
the
a
way we want them to
hole
come
in the
out.
bag of
Yeah.
builds.
All the good builds are falling out.
They're falling out the bottom. We've only got the 5-pool sunken rush on Coliseum to the neutral creep builds left. Ooh, yikes! What do you think is coming next? I mean, we're moving on to cross game. And one of the things that Shine kind of pointed out is that this map is a new map, and he feels like he has an advantage being more creative.
Right. I feel the same way, actually, as a creative Zerg myself. When you get on new maps and you're able to exploit them before players kind of get a standard feel of a map, it feels so good. So as soon as patches come out, if you're a creative person or maps change, you have the most time and most chance to actually make something crazy happen.
Yeah, and I think for Shine, a lot of his bag of builds are pretty antiquated, but thankfully enough of the maps are older that they still work. Now, that's not true for cross game because it is at least very new here to the Korean scene, even though I think it was originally made for a team map tournament. I think it was broodwarmaps.net held a league
I would never know.
several years ago, and this was one of the maps that was in it. And I think we're about ready to go into the game to find out what craziness Shine has left in store.
Shine looking visibly tilted by the looks of it.
For sure. I mean, you got your dad watching, you fall on your face there.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's building units. I'm so happy.
Okay.
I've never been happier to see an egg morph in my life.
That would be the biggest throw ever if you're just like, I'm going to go for a 6-pool again or a 5-pool.
Well, you gotta... some of the most famous games in the history of Starcraft were players cheesing 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
You really never expected
I mean, you can't count out bag of builds to do that, really.
Okay, I'm not going to do my Korean on air. So that's Kim Tae-yong. Not talking about...
Does this shirt say Detroit on it?
It does say Detroit.
In a white box?
Maybe the girl
Looks
next
like
to
a
him is
sticker.
from Detroit. I don't know. Lee Yong-han. That's another anagram. This is like the
They
new
love
meme.
the anagrams today.
Yeah, it is to do anagrams with players' names. I'm not going to go into that one.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, this is actually the same sign that we saw earlier.
Yeah. Well, but he has so many of them.
He just keeps making new
He's got another one
anagrams.
underneath. Watch.
I think he's just saying something to the effect of "Shine, never give up," something along those lines. Well, I can see how he would want to after those first 2 games, but yeah, you gotta keep in it. And one thing that Shine was talking about is how he has a lot more experience and a lot more fortitude.
For a second, I thought he was going to take his 12 hatch over there.
Yeah, that would have been the real bag of builds.
Yeah, it just looks like he's looking for proxies, which is not a bad choice because this is a 2-player map.
Definitely not a bad choice. Proxies are absolutely something that Ample might do.
Yeah, could you imagine though, Ample proxy braxing Shine after a 5-pool? That would just be insane.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you're up 2-0 in a best of 5, absolutely go for something cheesy. And that would be the real feel bad moment.
But
right,
if you're down
Shine?
2-0, don't cheese.
Yeah, well, you're telling that to Shine, right? Anytime we say that a Zerg player is creative, what we really mean is that they're a cheesy expletive. But at least in this case, I think that Shine might try to bring it back to normal a little bit.
Right. Well, so far, 1-rack expand, very standard. I like this from Ample. Like, the chances of him being really early pulled or something are very unlikely.
Yeah, I think for the chances of early pool to work here, I think that you'd have to be playing it almost on a different map. The rush distance on cross game is actually kind of deceptively long. Because you can't just run straight across. You have to take this sort of S-shaped squiggly path.
Right. And we had like a pretty quick SCP scout here, so there's nothing crazy going on.
Yep.
Ample's feeling probably pretty good about this so far.
He
but
stole some minerals.
Yeah, we'll see how Shine decides to play this out. Second rack's on the way.
Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of playing out pretty normally. There's a third hatchery as well from Shine going
Instant
lair.
lair. Instant lair.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going
Here
right
we
back
go.
to that 3-hatch muta.
Are we, though? Are we, though?
Yes.
That's a pretty confident yes with Shine,
It is.
don't you think?
Well, I mean, if you're going to go 3-hatch, like, what, Lurker, you're going to have to...
No, I'm thinking 2-hatch lurker.
Well, there's already a third hatchery built. That's what that big blob in between the other blobs is.
Okay, well, that...
Because you got to build Zerg buildings on creep.
Where? I don't see a third hatch.
Wait, is there? Okay, I'm
I know
actually...
what you're talking about.
I'm
okay,
dumb.
I'm ready for this 2-hatch lurker.
Okay, all right. I mean, as soon as the lair morphs, that's when we know.
Okay, if the SCV dies...
The problem is,
the
the SCV's
dies,
there.
If the SCV dies, I'm ready for 2-hatch lurker, because that's a Shine thing to do, right?
Oh, for sure.
And if it doesn't die, I guess we're just going for the Spire.
Well, my thing is, like, the SCV's still here, right? It's not like it regenerates hit points, but it's got a lot of them. It can just...
There's quite a few Lings, actually. I don't think he can really do anything with it, but
okay, well,
there's something here.
You need the SCVs in front of the Marines, though, on the block, though. Okay, bunker's up. Oh, they run right by! That's not the way you block a ramp.
Okay, only 4 of them getting in. Fortunately, it's not too many, but that's quite
that's quite a few. I mean, you're gonna have to bring the Marines back. This is gonna be super annoying. And back at home, we don't know what Shine's up to, and neither does Ample.
Well, his SCV's actually still alive, right?
I thought he would have lost it during that clutch micro moment. Oh, if he gets in the air and gets a Marine.
Yeah, this micro is pretty crazy. Already a fire bat out. He will be fine, but yeah, this is quite annoying. The SCV dies. Have we seen a Spire yet? Okay,
yes.
there's a Spire, yep.
Okay, all right. All is right with the world. We're going 3-hatch muta. Or 2-hatch muta. God, why do I keep thinking there's a third hatchery?
I don't know.
In my brain, I saw it there, okay? Maybe the hatchery's in the upside down.
How many SCVs have died? I think only two SCVs have died. It's not insane amount of damage, but
I mean, it's
quite
still
annoying.
super
Oh.
annoying. Oh,
Wow.
no. Justice in this world.
Okay, there's the third hatch you've been looking for.
Dun, dun. Well, eventually. Hopefully. Soon TM.
Was that going to be like the shark anthem or what that you were going to go with there?
Probably Jaws, yeah. A classic. Third hatch built on location at a base. That's definitely a little bit weird. You definitely expect that to be built in...
Oh my god.
Like in between there, but...
Did you just stim to get across?
Yeah, he knows there's no sunkens because the SCV died. I mean, if he can get there before there are no
there
sunkens...
There aren't going to be any sunkens, that's for sure. There's no even colonies on the way.
Are we going to witness the death of a
He's
human
stimming again!
here?
The Overlord sees it. He just pulls away. Are those mutas?
I mean, they will be eventually.
But if he gets on top of these eggs... Okay, he stimmed quite a bit.
He triple stimmed to get over here in time.
Almost nothing here for this. Okay, he's going to get 1 muta. Nice.
Yeah, but there's only like 3 mutas there. Oh my god, the medics, though, are a little bit too far behind. You can't stim the medics.
You have consolidated the mutas, and he will defend this quite comfortably.
What?
I think Ample was trying to be a little bit too aggressive here with the stims. Shine was playing that really passively, by the way. Like, he was very confident there. Like, he just pulls his drone back. He's like, okay, I got this.
All right, let's think through.
Let's let him
here.
stim down himself.
Yeah. Let's. Okay, so stim makes your units go fast. Medics can't stim, so the fast units outrun the slow units. They get there with like 20 HP of
Ample just saw blood. He's like, I'm gonna make this a 3-0.
I mean, okay, look. If you get there and you kill off the Spire, then you're like sick. But there's always going to be mutas that have been made by that point. I don't know, man. How does this game work?
Yeah, he just wanted to end it. He saw a chance of 3-0, I think.
So he runs through.
Not bad.
Oh,
so that's quite a few mutas dying there. Well, at least
Loses-
2 mutas dying for almost nothing.
Yeah, he picked off
Like an SCV.
USCV?
Yeah, it's not worth though. Okay, the mutas are going to be reconsolidated. We'll see if he can do something with them.
Yeah, how many mutas did he wind up actually going for?
I think he's got
here?
6 now.
Okay, I mean, there is that third hatchery, and I don't know if that's going to be a third hatchery for macro or if he's just going to link flood him. Because look at this. This is a crazy number of turrets.
I really don't want to see a link flood, but we'll see what happens here.
I mean, between the lings and the mutas, this is
He's
actually
doing a
dealing
really
too
nice
much
job.
damage.
Okay, but he's losing another muta.
I mean, at this point, I think the damage has kind of been done a little bit.
Not really, though.
I mean, there's more mutas coming in here to reinforce this, and I don't think the marine count can hold up. How many barracks does he have? Is he still on 3? No, he's only on 2.
3 mutas left.
Yeah, but there's like 2 or 3 more on the way, right?
I mean,
I
how are they going to get in here, though? How are they going to get in here? He's completely surrounded. Okay, all the mutas are going to go down? All of them? Okay, one muta remains. Okay, it's 2 mutas.
He's got
That's
2 mutas and a dream.
He's actually getting out because he controlled his mutas really well.
Wow, he actually tanked it with the high health muta.
That
with
was
the low one.
not worth it, though. I think he killed, like, yeah, definitely did not kill enough SCVs there.
Okay, so what's going on at the third base? I think Shine's droning up behind this, actually.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so then this is actually totally not worth it, if I can make that a sentence. The idea is that you keep the aggression on so much that you're able to play pretty greedily back at home. But if you lose all your mutas like that, it's a little bit more difficult. So here's the remacroed clump
I mean,
of
he needs to
mutas.
keep his mutas alive.
How many mutas we got here? Like 5?
5, I think. Scouts the armory, too. This is quite
6
nice.
now. I think that's still 5 with 1 dying. Oh, whoa! That's more than 5. That's a total of 8 mutas, and Ling is coming in the front.
Right. Armory still not being finished here.
And this is still a big enough force to keep Ample back. And what I was saying earlier about him not being able to macro enough, or having lost too much, is that he's still pumping off of only 2
the lings are going to kill at least a turret here?
Yep.
Maybe get 2?
Oh, the lings are going to kill everything.
I really like that he adds these lings in. It's so good.
It's such a hard place to build turrets because that just happens over and over again. Now, the muta micro from Shine is pretty good, but he is losing quite a few mutas here. I think he will be able to pick off all the Marines,
He will get all the Marines. He only lost 2 mutas. This was really good for him.
So much damage. Like, he can't go near the bunker, but he's broken through the natural and all the way into the main.
Yeah, he's doing quite a lot of damage now. If he loses all these mutas again, though, it wouldn't be enough. I really don't think so. But he's not going to lose all the mutas, so there's no real problem here. Scans the hive. Should know what kind of position he's in right now.
Yeah.
Which is not a good one.
It's a bad one. Yes, we both said the same thing in different ways. Carapace done for these mutas. Never going to be able to build another turret down there by the natural. And even with Goliath coming out. Oh, no, they glitched. That is tragic. The Valkyries here. But, I mean, is that really the way that you
range
defend
on
here?
Valkyries.
Yeah, but it's tickling at this point with the Carapace upgrade.
I don't think anyone's ever said Valkyries tickle mutas before.
I mean, if you just have 1 and the mutas are at decent HP, I think you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay, I guess.
Oh, no, he's doing it to him. The Greater Spire on the way. This is a little bit closer to what we saw Modesty do, but the SCVs are still glitched.
This is my favorite part about Food War, fighting the game.
It's true. It's 1v3. You're against the map, you're against the player, and you're against the game itself. So trying to micro against this Valkyrie, and we saw almost the exact same attempted defense from Sharp against Modesty yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't go well, so I'm interested to see if it goes well this time, but I don't see it doing so. Really nice control so far.
Yeah, the control's pretty good, but
look at these mutas, though. There's so many. He's going to make a ton of Guardians here.
And a lot of times you're doing this build off of kind of low econ, but Shine has a ton of economy off of 3 bases on location. So that means the mutas are going to be in a crazy number, and the Guardians, when they come, might just be the killing blow.
Yeah, he hasn't seen the Greater Spire yet either. I think he was scanning to see if he could find one, but he definitely did not. The armory is going to go down, actually. Possibly. Okay, he does. He saves it. If he loses the Valkyries, that would be really bad, because he doesn't have anything to do with the Greater Spire at all, if that's the case.
For sure. I mean, eventually the mutas are going to take quite a bit of damage. You see split off.
He has all the injured mutas here for the Guardians.
Yeah.
There they go.
All right, 6 Guardians
Could make even
on
more
the way.
if he wanted to. Oh, no.
Oh, no. If he kills the bio, the game might just end before the bio. Oh, my God.
We might just see a GG right now, actually.
I mean, that's a lot of hits on the mutas. I'm waiting for them all to pop instantly. Nope, there's no
This is when
justice.
you cancel these ones. You
And then you morph
morph
the
other ones, yeah. But
nice. I mean,
this is going to be really hard to deal with. The 6 Guardians pop. I don't see any defense here. All the bio just went down. Valkyries are gone. He's got a burning command center and 5 Marines and a Dream. And that's about it.
That Dream
GG
is a
is
nightmare.
called.
GG. Ample taps out, and finally, Shine is on the board.
Yep. In a pretty interesting way. Nothing too crazy.
I was going to say, after game 2, Shine was also on the board, but quite a different board. Now he's on the scoreboard, 1 win, and Sashin has to kind of...
Yeah. But Ample's still up 2 games. You know, he's not out of this. He also gets to pick the last, or one of the last maps, which is nice for him.
Yeah, I can see that. And if he loses this map, he'll get to pick the final one. Oh, I guess not really, because it's the only map.
The last one, but yeah, he gets to pick the next map, which is good for him. So we'll see how this goes.
I think more importantly, you know, what do you think was really the turning point there? Just his inability to deal with the mutas?
Yeah, which could have even been to the the extent of the map, because it felt really hard to deal with it with the ledge and like the way the natural and the main are positioned, and the the Raxes were just like constantly being shut down. He constantly was killing turrets with the Ling, so he could just keep going back in and killing more SCVs. Everything just kind of went poorly. Every time he moved out, all the Marines died. Like it was just everything went poorly.
Well, my moment is when you click on the map, you stim the Marines, you take your hands off, and you do the prayer emoji, right? Where you really hope that these 3 Marines in a Dream can stim across the map. He triple stimmed those Marines to get there in time.
I mean, I can see why though. Like there's a possibility of him catching the mutas popping and be able to kill more than just 1. But there's nothing else he could really do in that position, except for just chill, which he could have done. That was also an option.
Yes, that was I think the more common option that is chosen there. But hey, when you name yourself after the god of death, sometimes you gotta go try to.
You really like that.
That's a sick meme, man. I'm never gonna get over that. That's like those XX Edgelord 69 names you used to make when you were 7 years old. We're gonna take a quick break after that game, and then we'll come back with game number 4 in just a little bit.
네, 준비하고
이거
있어요.
봐요.
예.
누가 봐도 앞마당 멀티하는 척이잖아요.
그렇죠.
멀티하는 척한 다음에 엇박자로 투팩 가는 거거든요.
예.
야, 이거 준비 좀 확실하게 해왔습니다.
예.
여기서 그냥 지나가다 탱크만 안 잡히면
네.
도적 대위기.
자, 이제 나오면서 일단 마린 하나 끌어줬고 뒤에서 이제 대응입니다. 프로브 나와야죠.
마인이 바뀐 다음에 벙커 지어지면
네.
예, 그때부터 거의 못 뚫거든요.
예.
그렇죠. 그렇기 때문에 지금 타이밍에 한번 가서 마린이랑
예.
좀 탱크를 소모해주기 위한 건데 그러면서도 드라군을 좀 잘 지켜줘야 되는 도지혁 선수고요.
자, 하나에 들어가면
탱크,
또 하나 왔어요.
탱크.
오, 잘 맞고 있어요.
네.
아직까지.
여기서 탱크가 한 기 잡혔으면 큰일 날 뻔했어요.
이러면은 지금 본진의 그 후속이 벌처였기 때문에
예.
부랴부랴 지금 탱크 찍어주면서 리버도 막아내야 되는
그렇죠.
김지성 선수거든요.
자,
그게
맞이해야
어렵죠.
돼요.
그쵸?
아, 근데 이거 리버 하나 드랍에
많이
김지성
흔들렸네요.
선수 자원이 27이에요.
지금 운영 마비됐어요.
이거
야, 리버 하나에 흔들립니다.
네, 흔들리는 수준을 넘어서
이거는
리버 컨트롤.
야, 영웅이네요.
자원을 캐야
네.
후속 병력을 찍으면서 좀 뒤를 도모하는 건데
와.
이거 일꾼 상황 자체가 도지혁 선수가
지지. 초반에 나온 드라군 컨트롤까지 하고 있는 도저히.
이거 또 마이너
컨트롤 좋아요.
안 됐을 때 마린 다 잡고 3드라고 지금 또 오고 있거든요.
예.
여기에 피해를 받아서 앞마당을 제대로 못 지낸다?
네, 그럴만.
벌쳐. 와. 체력 빨간 거 바로 잡아주고요.
예. 드라군 2기로 잘 싸웠네요.
본인이 노리는 게
네.
이 팩토리였거든요.
그렇죠. 이걸 통해서 여기서 재미를 보고 마인을 다 매설해 놓으면, 그러니까 이 선수가 노림수가 항상 굉장해요. 근데 마인이 프로브로 마인을 제대로 매설하지 못하게.
일단
네.
소리 하나 났었고요.
네.
반응하는.
탁탁 소리 났었어요.
하나로는 안 되거든요.
예.
그렇죠. 결국 여기서 조이기, 그러니까 마인으로 드라군을 못 오게 하면서
예.
여기 이 자원 활성화가 안 되게
예.
그렇게 해줘야죠 김지성 선수가.
여기
마인
근데 프로브를 진짜 잘 쓰네요. 드라군이 2개 정도면 모르겠는데
네.
3개 힘들어. 그냥 앞으로 그냥 나갈 수 있죠.
자, 점사도 좋아요, 도재우.
이거 한방.
하나 마인.
오! 여러 가지로 진짜 확실히.
자, 이거 들어가면 또 이거 걷어낼 수 있는지도.
네, 시즈 모드 안 돼 있어서.
그러니까요.
시즈 모드 될 때까지 최대한 압박해야죠.
자, 툭툭 쳤는데 시즈 변환이 없습니다.
네. 그래도 여기 질러 3기.
이게
네. 이 질럿이 사실 이 탱크를 잡게 되면 추가적으로 오는 드라곤과 함께 팩토리가 장악되거든요.
네. 자, 시즈 모드 돼 있는 거 뒤에서 질럿이 들어가면서 바로 또 마무리. 레이스 초라하죠.
지금 웃으면서 게임하고 있죠 도지혁 선수.
예.
레이스 보면서 나 리버 아닌데?
한방 웃음이죠. 이제.
그렇죠, 그렇죠.
예. 완전 잘못 짚었습니다, 김지성. 자, 지지 바랍니다.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the KSL. We are winding things down with what is actually turning out to be a very close series.
Are we, though?
Well, I mean, it's the last series of the night.
But are we winding things down yet?
I mean...
Do you think Shine's just going to wind things down? He's looking at this, he's down 2-1, he's like, you know what, I'm going to wind this down. Tonight's being winded down today.
Wound.
It's not happening. That's my point. It's not happening.
All right, all right. I appreciate your fervor, but at the same time...
It's not happening, Reed.
Okay, well, let's take a look at that TvZ win score. Clearly, both players have to lose or win here on this map.
Where's the TV Shine score?
Oh, that's right, TvS.
Yeah.
There you go. I would say that when things go standardly, it seems like Sashin is actually okay, or ample. But for Shine, he said his main strength was playing on new maps, and we're going back to the oldest map of them all.
The most builds.
Okay, well, we'll have to see if they can draw things back to even. Otherwise, Ample is going to have... Ample, there we go. It's going to have a trip to the winner's match.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's find out. First of all, we have to see if anything's being
Cancel that drone.
Okay. Okay, another one's being made.
Cancel it.
No, you don't.
Come on, Shine. Let's go.
You know, get that larva back. I mean, okay. We're going to see at least not 5 drones into offensive sunken rush. Thank God.
What do you mean at least?
I mean, I was a little bit of a hater on that build. To be fair, it almost worked if he had scouted right, but he is scouting correctly with the Overlord, so Shine's going to have that information eventually.
Yeah.
But hey, this is a very big map, and you're right. It's one that has been around for a long time, so maybe Shine's got some builds in his bag.
I like you said I'm right, because you're the one who says it's been around forever. You know what? I'm right, too. I agree.
Okay, all right. So we can share in the right-itude here, no regret.
You're right.
Aren't I just... What do you even do, though, as Shine? Because I feel like if he tries to play standardly, that plays into Ample's hands. But when he tries things that are way out there, they kind of wind up biting him.
Well, to be fair, the only thing that was way out there was a 5 pool. Okay. I'm ready, dude. Shine's just dusting off his builds.
Okay, well,
see that second drone? That's going to be a proxy. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm ready, though. I think Shine will break out something interesting, I hope. To be fair, he actually had a pretty solid game last game, and it wasn't anything insane. So I think he can pretty much do anything he wants. Also, this map kind of tends to favor more standard play. So maybe we see Shine play a normal game this game.
What I want to see is he scouts cross with the drone, realizes it's not where the player spawned.
And he knows... Oh. There's a little drone SCV skirmish in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I didn't actually see that the SCV was there. I thought the drone just stopped.
Actually, we saw a double SCV scout.
Yeah, we
There's
did.
There's 2 SCVs on the map right now.
And I think this is probably pretty smart. If you ever watch Flash play kind of situations like this as Terran, the biggest thing that he focuses on is just making sure you've always got vision. And especially if you're playing against somebody weird like Shine, you really, really want that early scout. But now, actually, we might just be seeing a bunker rush here. Yeah, and he's going to go into it. I actually should have seen that double.
Yeah, I mean, the double scout kind of, unless he's trying to be really safe.
No, I mean, this is
really
really
all the drones.
Unsafe for drones. And this is a really cool place to put the bunker, too, because you can run the Marines behind it, and it stops the surface area, especially if you can block it with an SCV.
No. Oh, this is really bad.
So beautiful. This
bunker
is incredible.
Does finish. Doesn't cancel, obviously. You can't really cancel. The game just ends, so... This is about the worst case scenario, though, so far.
If he can get that SCV, that would be huge.
No.
But, oh, no. He's losing all these drones. I think
Sunk's going to die, too.
Ample's about to do it. Yeah,
what a way to go out, just to double bunker rush.
Yeah, this is the feel-bad moment.
Shout out to bunker rush Shine. Look at these drones are just sitting here. I think he knows, right?
This is why you come down to the studio, because if we can get a shot at the player's face right now, that would be the zoom of doom,
here comes
right?
the links and the drones. This is the only stance he has here right now.
Well, he's produced his links. He's got to go. He can buy some time, right? But I guess, yeah, he's going to go for it. Is the repair going to come through?
Coming up.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's not enough links.
This
is
good.
Okay, this is really, really bad. Pretty sure this bunker can hit the sunk, but he doesn't even do it.
I think maybe you try to wait for even more Zerglings, but oh no, he's going to lose them almost as they spawn.
Is he going to get the base? If he gets the base, this will be almost impossible to come back from.
Well,
I think you just focus it down now, actually. He could probably just get it.
Oh,
he is just focusing it.
The sunken's up.
But he's repairing it. He can just kill this base and leave.
Well, he's going to try to get the Marines or the SCVs. Finds one SCV.
Oh my god, every ling just died, and he can definitely get the base.
No, well, that is definitely it. The hatchery falls. The bunker is still alive.
Yeah, he just gets out of his bunker. He's totally fine with giving this up. Shine hasn't given up yet, but I have.
Hey,
this is a really, really hard spot to be in. A command center being thrown down now. I don't see how you can really come back. But if anyone were to come back, it would be Shine.
Wow, that one Marine he leaves behind just to be a jerk. Okay.
Well,
Shine is in a very bad spot right now. He has lost so many workers, so much mining time, his entire natural, all of his lings. And
this feels really bad. He's basically a reset. He's about to take a 13 hatch. This is a really bad spot to be in.
Certainly is. So, I mean, for Ample, I think all he do behind this is just play super standard normally and then go for a push right afterwards.
I mean, he saved almost all those Marines, so he can actually do a pretty sick mid-game push with medics.
I think he actually still has that one Marine in the bunker.
I think he left. It's actually just empty. I'm pretty sure. But these lings are too scared of a bunker.
Okay. I mean, he's trying to rebuild, right? But I don't know how much of that rebuilding is going to be worth it.
He's basically in for the long game. If he's actually going to win this, he has to really hunker down. But this is going to be extremely hard to hold, even this push.
Well, this is that push, that I mentioned. He's going to try to hold on with a sunken after this hatchery pops.
I believe these are all just the same Marines that left originally, by the way.
It's like, wait a second, we can just go kill him. Yeah, stops the lings from trying to harass as he...
he does have one sunk already, and he's building a second.
Sunken's not going to finish. It's out of range of the other sunken.
Yeah.
So
at this point, he can actually just kill this
That's
sunk.
dead.
Eventually.
And then the Marines run up the ramp and win the game.
Yeah. This is a really bad spot. The Marines coming up the ramp. There's really nothing here. The drones are just kind of all he has. It is nice the sunk is in range. Oh, now you can't even really stop him from coming up here either, because all these Marines are going to shoot down your drones.
That one Marine. What a god. Okay, well.
This is all just so good because he's like just macroing up from behind this too. Like all of this is just buying times for another push with medics. Look at, he's just going to come back with medics and another, bigger push. And it's just going to be even harder to hold now because your economy is even worse than it was before.
Props to Ample, though, for playing this out, right? Instead of trying to go for like one Swift's kill move that maybe doesn't work or maybe gets held.
Right. He probably could have, right?
He's doing it by the book. Oh, yeah. No, you can certainly do that, but it is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, this is like the perfect, I'm going to close this out 100%.
Yep. By the book. I think as soon as these medics come in, he's just going to stim the win right through.
Even with 3 sunks. If these were all finished, I don't think he'd be able to do it.
Waiting on Stim to finish here. I'm guessing, there it is. All right.
One sunk goes down.
Yeah, 1 sunken and then 2 sunkens.
Yeah, he might just barely hold this, but it's definitely the beginning of the end, even if he does. All the drones will go down. I think this is it.
I think even losing those drones is too much. Yep, GG Shine taps out, and Ample advances on to the winner's match.
Really playing an amazing series. Even that last game was really strategic.
What a god. I'm really impressed by him. And yeah, that's about the face you should expect there.
Oh, this is really nice that he got to pick that map too. Because obviously he had the strategy played like ready to go. So when he lost and then he got to pick the map, it was pretty much a done deal. Especially with those spawn locations.
Yeah, and we were talking about it earlier. That's one of the oldest maps in the book. So guarantee you Shine has lost that way before. He's defended that way before too. So for Ample to be able to execute that rush in a way that's good enough to take out one of the best, most old school players out there, that's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. I'm happy that he did so well today. I mean, this is pretty much his, first big performance on
I mean, you can kind of count ASL. I think Season 2, he was out here qualifying for that. But he got knocked out in the group stages for that pretty uneventfully. And so now he's coming back after a pretty long hiatus.
And he's just up in 3-1 now. So he's in the winner's bracket.
Well, for Shine, he's been on a little bit of a hiatus, too, not qualifying for the previous KSL or ASL. I mean, I'm glad that we're doing this sort of GSL-style groups, so even Shine gets to come back in the losers match and show if he deserves to be in this group. But, for Ample, starting off with a win, I think is more than a lot of players would have expected.
Right. No, I mean, certainly we were not expecting it. I'm really happy that he did so well. He has to play against Miso, right?
Yeah. Well, that's going to be
He just dodged a bullet, by the way.
For sure.
The snow bullet just went right by him. So, really nice for him. He actually has a pretty solid chance of getting out. I think Miso's really hard to get through, but, it's possible.
Well, there's not too many Terrans in this season of KSL, so hopefully he does actually have a good showing. This is the results from today's games. Miso 3-1 over Shine, and Ample 3-1 over Shine, Miso 3-1 over Snow.
Yeah.
I got it right there in the end.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the Ample versus Miso match. Because he looked really, really promising.
Yeah, I think Miso, though, is a little bit more mechanically sound, and it looks like he is a little bit cleaner on executing these really strong, powerful builds, whereas Shine's trying to do all this cool stuff everywhere, but it just doesn't seem to be working.
Well, I mean, even Shine's only win was just a solid game, though. I think he played a solid game. I'm really excited for it. I think it'll be a really good match. Shine versus Snow will be interesting as well. Shine with the interesting builds.
Yeah, well, you talk about interesting games. This is what's coming up next week. We have Mini versus Action. Mini making it to the finals of the previous ASL, so what a god on a hot streak now. And Action just trying to prove that he deserves to be back in tournaments like that with a surprise exit from the previous season. And of course, who can forget two of the legends of StarCraft 2 coming back to play StarCraft 1, 4GG versus Sulky. Let's just say 4GG is going to have his hands full.
Yeah, this is going to be a really hard one for him, especially with his predictable play.
Yeah, that is going to be a really good group. And the secret is that we're kind of hiding for later is that on Friday of next week, we get Group D, which is the group of death full of every great player you've ever heard of. Well, maybe not, but it's got...
Pretty much, though.
Yeah.
The only thing we could have sprinkle on top is Flash, so...
Basically. It's got Jadong, Stork, who am I missing? Rain, and...
This is your thing. I don't know.
Help me out with that.
I don't know, man.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the last player there, but it's basically every good player you've ever heard of. Maybe last, I think.
Oh, yeah, last.
Yeah.
It's
so
last.
Every good player in this tournament, all in one group. And let's take a moment to thank Best, who orchestrated this all during the group selection phase as sort of, I think they called him President Doe, because that's his first name. Or his last name, rather. He was sort of saying, okay, guys, let's make one scary group of death in the end, and that's exactly how it worked out. So next week is going to be even better, if that's even possible. And I'm just so happy that KSL has been back. Thank you so much for joining us today for KSL. We hope to see you back next week for even more.